Why? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy. Yes, sir. We back. Listen, this show today, get some notes, get something to take notes with, write down, do something. I don't care. Wait, listen, I'm almost inclined to tell those that's traveling right now, pull on the side of the road and take a listen to this one because I got one hot today. It's hot. It's burning off the shelf hot. It is absolutely amazing. Yes, I have an incredible amount of energy that I want to share today. I want you to feel this. I want you to receive this. I want you to be able to take this and listen to it over and over and over and over. Share, communicate, give away. Make sure you have something to take notes. Listen, even if you have to go back and listen to it again, let's just go ahead and go back and listen to it again for 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Wave your hands like you just don't care. Listen, if you're looking at me on YouTube, you understand what I'm talking about. I'm thoroughly excited to be in a position to make this happen for you today. Y'all, you guys see I got the water background. I am absolutely on top of 10 to make this thing happen today. Listen, for wherever you are around the world, hello, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you. I just want to share love with you today. I have an empowerment show that is going to be next to incredible. Like it's walking step in step, hand in hand. This is a show that I promise you, you want to be all engaged in. Whatever the distractions you have or maybe going on, if you're washing dishes, if you're folding clothes, whatever. Listen, take a moment to just sit here and engage with me on this topic. I'm telling you. So wherever you are around the world, greetings to you. Hello. Wherever you are in 170 plus countries, thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Thank God for you. All of those incredible things. Now, that being said, I want to do these commercials because I want to get right to it. For those that's logging in for the first time, and for those that's been with us since we began, thank you so much. Thank you for so much. I have been doing this now. I think it's our 3rd season or going into our 4th season. And I just want to say thank you for your support. It is overwhelmingly thanks that I share with you on today. For those that's listening to the first time, I love you. I love what we do. I love how we are able to communicate and connect with people. And also I'm able to just be able to share some thoughts that I think will continue to help people every single day of every single year. That being said, go to all of our social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Go to all of those social media platforms. Let's talk with Stanley Doucette, and like, subscribe, share, be there with us, donate if you want to. Thank you so much for those that have donated. I truly appreciate it and I'm humbled by it. Go to my website, let's talk with stanleydoucette.com. There's a donate button there. I think it's at the middle of the page where you can just click and donate whatever you feel like. If it's 45 cents, thank you. If it's 45 million, thank you. Or anywhere in between, just thank you. I want to continue to share the platform with you guys and just be a continued blessing to each and every one of you. I want to continue to stretch our YouTube followings even further. Thank you guys so much. It's starting to uptick and I truly appreciate that. Go to YouTube. It's Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette, and L-E-T apostrophe S. L-E-T apostrophe S. L-E-T apostrophe S. Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette, and that's D as in David, O-U-C-E-T-T-E. Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette, and you'll find me there. Please like, subscribe, share, join, hit the notification buttons as we periodically put up different quick inspirational videos, inspirational moments, all of those things that only the YouTube followers actually get. So thank you guys so much. Now, all of that being said, can I trust you with my trust? Can I actually trust you with my trust? The topic is so insightful, it's so powerful, but can I trust you with my trust? Now, a lot of times we go through life and we do things and we trust people that really don't deserve our trust. We go through so many different things on a daily basis. Listen, this is the season, seems like all hell has broken loose on earth. It seems like everything that's on earth and in earth is going through major changes for whatever that reason is. It seems like some people has lost their everlasting mind, and there are other people that have just simply just been or just be. Listen, I want to share this. Can I trust you with my trust topic? Because I think it's so powerful. And I hope you guys understand it. So, first of all, the number one, not the number one, but it's just the first thing I want to talk about is sincerity. Can I trust you with my sincerity? People are not sincere anymore for whatever reason. So, my question is, can I actually trust you with me being sincere? Or would you take and throw that away? Right? Can I trust you with being sincere? How many times are we really sincere and then you talk to people and they're really not sincere about it? Oh, let me also share this with you guys. I want to say this. My daughter, Gabrielle, she said she wanted to tell all of the fathers happy belated Father's Day because she never had a chance to say it. And she wanted to make sure that I say it on the podcast today. So all of the fathers, my daughter, Gabrielle, says, happy belated Father's Day. All right. And I think we're going to upload a video or something on one of the social media platforms. And she sung a wonderful song. So I wanted to share that with you guys. All right. So let's get back to trust. Consistency. Can I trust you with my consistency? Or will you just take it as for granted? I'm consistent. So I'm not worrying about him. I'm not sharing that same thing with him. I'm just consistent. But can I trust you with that? Or will you continuously try to take advantage of me being consistent, right? Knowing that we're going to be consistent, so you just take for granted. See, a lot of times consistency shows up in integrity. So can I trust you with that consistency? Am I able to be consistent? Or will you manipulate the consistency with some evil tendencies that you have to push forward in your agenda? But can I trust you with my consistency? Competence. Yes, can I trust you with my competence? Because I'm competent. Like, you can't just say anything to me because I understand. I read between the lines. I understand the things that you are not saying, right? I'm very competent at not only what I do, I'm competent in conversation. I'm competent in all of the other things that you may be thinking, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship, or whether it's just being competent within myself. I'm competent with my intellect. I'm competent with a whole bunch of things. But can I trust you with my competence, or will you continue to boo-boo on it? Will you continue to push it away? Or we continue to try to push down on it and say you're really not consistent, or excuse me, or you really not competent, right? So can I trust you with my competence? Can I trust you with me being responsible, reliable? Very, very reliable at the things that we do. I'm very, very reliable on how we do certain things. I'm very reliable on those things. So when you're reliable, a lot of times people will just take that for granted and not trust and allow them to trust you, or you to trust them with your trust, which is your reliability. See, a lot of times when you start putting it all together, you're talking about trust. Trust has so many different tentacles that go with it. One of them, as we're talking about now, is responsibility. So, reliability. I keep saying responsibility, but reliability. So the reliability is inside of my trust. So can I trust you with my trust? In this case, one of the tentacles is reliability. I'm very reliable. You can tell me something today, I'll put it on my calendar. If I say I'm going to be there, unless there's an act of God, I am going to be there. I just recently had something done a week, 2 weeks ago on Father's Day. I don't remember, but it was on Father's Day. And I told a friend of mine months and months and months and months. Matter of fact, it was over a year ago that I told him that I would be at a certain place to do a panel with him, right? And I called him and he was like, "You coming?" Out of all the things that's going on in your life, you actually still, I'm going to be there because I said I was going to do it. I'm reliable in that form. Can you trust somebody with your reliability? Right? Or will they continue to do other crazy things and just be like, whatever? Right? What happens if he would have booked somebody else or did something else? Then he's looking at me like, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming." Well, I'm reliable, right? Right? Then that goes into their stuff, right? Commitment. I'm, reliable. I just made a commitment to you. Let's talk about commitment. Commitments in doing whatever. Let's talk about commitment in doing business. A lot of times we say, oh yeah, I'm committed to doing something. But after 2, 3 weeks, and you saying you have to do something, you got to write something, you got to think of something, you got to put something together, and now you start talking, I don't know if I want to do this, and all of a sudden it becomes hard, and now you're questioning what your creator have asked you to do. So now, oh, I'm committed to doing this, but now it's kind of hard, and oh, I don't know if I really want to do it, and well, you're not committed, but I am committed. Just tell yourself, I'm committed. Just say, I'm committed. Can you trust somebody with your commitment? Because it means a lot. When you committed to something, you lock in. You get into it, right? I'm committed to being your best friend. Best friends don't come often. Twin flames don't come often. What's the other one? Soulmates don't come often, right? When you're committed to that person or to that business or to that idea, you're committed. When you're committed to God, you're committed to him. It's not, oh, because things came against me, I'm not really sure. No, you are committed to him. Matter of fact, I repent. I repent on air, just me, just because I'm sure I've done something that I didn't fulfill properly, but I commit publicly to everybody because we're not all great. We're not all, covered and walking around with a halo and wings and just as pure as they come. Listen, sometimes we make mistakes. I think everybody should repent because we make mistakes on a daily basis. But are you committed to your creator? Are you committed to your friends? Are you committed to your family? Are you committed to your spouse? Or is just something cool to say? Right? Are you committed to your child? Are you committed to your thought process? Are you committed to being better? Are you committed to losing weight? Are you committed to getting in shape? Are you committed to being committed? Can I trust you with my commitment? Can I trust you with my commitment? See, this trust thing takes on a whole new world. This trust thing begins to open up things that go into another space. Here's another one. This one here is hot off the press. It's gonna burn up. It's burning up. Can I trust you with my vulnerability? Yes. When you pull the covers back, when you just let it all out and you become absolutely, totally vulnerable. Can I trust you with my trust? Can I trust you, in this case, with my vulnerability? With my vulnerability. I mean, when you get into the vulnerable side, where there's no hiding, this is the mistakes I made. This is what this is what that. I am absolutely vulnerable. I made this mistake. I have a fetish about this. I'm very self-conscious about this. Listen, can you actually do that, right? When you're talking about being vulnerable, you're talking about being vulnerable. I'm one of those people that love hard. I love hard. If I love you, I love you. Listen, you're good, you're bad, you're ups, you're downs, you're whatever. I love you in that manner. But can you handle my vulnerability? If I say I don't know, I can't read, can you handle that vulnerability, right? Or are you just going to take that and go run and make fun of me? See, for the longest of time, let me be vulnerable with you guys so you understand what I'm talking about. For the longest of time, I had this incredible horror. The best way I can say it, with reading in public. I mean, it was, Lord, just read in public. Are you kidding me? Not nowhere in the world. Like, there's nowhere in the world. I'm not reading in public. Not me. Not at all. There's nowhere in the world. Like, some people have a fear of public speaking. I have no issue with that. Give me a mic. I'm good. Right? Give me a mic and a word. I could shut it down. It don't matter what it is. But if you was to tell me once upon a time before about reading in public, man, I'm sweating. I got hives. I'm hyperventilating before I walk out. All kind of crazy things going on. I mean, I'm trying to speed read through the stuff and not take. I mean, I have this. Ooh, right? So when I tell you as my best friend or my business partner or my spouse or my road dog or my sidekick or my baby or whatever you want to call it, my boo, it doesn't matter what you are to me. If I open up and I put you in a space of love and I say, can I trust you with my trust? And I become vulnerable with you and share that particular piece with you, what are you going to do with it? Is it a safe place to land? Can I land there and just be totally transparent with you? Can I really open up and say what's my vulnerabilities? Or I only can be partial with you. See, when I say trust you with my trust, that's what I mean, because I'm breaking some of the trust things down. There's a lot more, but I'm just breaking some of it down because you saying trust me with my trust. Yes, Lord, and trust me with my vulnerability. That's the inner workings of my. See, everybody that's listening, I'm not talking to your neighbor. I'm not talking to your cousin. I'm not talking to, well, I wish my husband was here to hear this, or I wish my wife was here to hear this, or I wish my best friend. No, I'm talking to you. Because so many times we don't focus in on ourselves, we focus in on everybody else, and you wish somebody else was doing it. Today is your day. Because the question is, can I trust you with my trust? Let me ask you a rhetorical question, but can you trust you with your trust? Mm-hmm. Can you trust you with your trust? Can you trust yourself? So many things are going on, and I can feel the energy coming because when you talk about vulnerability, you're talking about trust. You look at what's going on in the world today, regardless of where it's at. If you're talking about the war with Russia and Ukraine, if you're talking about the dumb, foolish politics in America, I don't care where you are. You see all kind of foolishness and stupidity going on. But let me ask you a question. As an individual, you might can't do nothing about either one of those two subjects I just mentioned, but can you do something about your damn self? Yes, I said it that way because you as an individual, first of all, can you trust you with your own trust? Or you have the integrity issue, but can you trust you with your trust? Now you get to that point. Now, how can you share your trust with somebody else? You know what it takes to trust. You know how difficult it is. You know what happened when you were a kid. You know what happened when you were younger. You know what happened and all of the negativities that spewed into you. You know all of the evil thoughts that people talked about you. You know all of the misfortunes that you were born into. You know the negative vibes, negative energy, the demons, the demonic forces that you sat in for so long. You know all of those things, right? But yet you still feel there's something that's pulling me. But then you're trying to figure out, can you trust? So let me ask you, can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself with your trust? Then can you share the trust that your God-given creator has given you to share with somebody else? See, those are the things that we need to start talking and discussing and being about, not the frivolous bullshit that goes on each and every day. Let's be about that. Let's be about us being better than, because now you're talking about being vulnerable. But then, as you go in, now I'm vulnerable. Can you trust me with my patience? Right? Or are you going to keep doing some stupid each and every single day and try to run out my patience? One of the things that talk about patience in the Bible talks about long suffering and patience, right? And you keep being patient. You keep being patient. A lot of times people don't want to be patient anymore. But let me just explain something to you. If your creator is still being patient with you because you're not authentic right now, you're not pure, you're not being the best you that you can be. And if he's being patient, God, dog, you need to start being more patient your damn self. Now, let me also share this. That's not talking forever. You know when you've done something wrong and God is moving you to a different direction, go ahead and move with your creator. He understands what you're going through. Even though you've made mistakes and you got into this business relationship and it seems like it's hell on earth, we understand that. And when God starts to move you, just go ahead on and move. We understand it may be hard, but just go ahead on and move. God is moving you in other relationships, just go ahead and move. But let me just tell you something. Your patience is not something to be played with either, right? Your patience is also not something to be played with. So you have to discern when it is it's time for you to ride and when it is time for you to like, okay, I need to be patient. See, a lot of times people don't even want to give you the opportunity to be patient. They want to make decisions for you and tell you, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that, blase, blase. They don't want to rock with you. They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to be none of the things we talked about before, but then also walk in the door thinking, hey, this is all what it is, right? This is what I am. I'm going to show up and let everybody see, oh, I'm a great this and I'm a great that. No, stop lying to your own self because you can't even trust yourself with your own trust, but you have this agenda to do certain things. Today is your day. Because a lot of times people listening to this podcast, you have been through hell. I'm talking with the good people. You have been through hell and people have been talking crazy about you and doing crazy things about you and to you and for you and just looking down upon you and taking you for granted and doing all of those crazy things. That's one side. That's one side, right? And we understand that. I'm talking to you. Today is your day. It is free. You are freed today. You are free to let it go because you now can trust yourself with your You can now trust yourself with your trust. You're not crazy. You're not special. Matter of fact, you set apart. I think I'm gonna do a podcast on set apart too. But you've been set apart. So now that you can trust yourself with your trust, now just be careful about who you share your trust with, right? So allow your patience to that person in business is going to come along. That person in as a friendship, as a partnership, as a love affair, as a whatever else you want to say, that person will come, or that person is already here. It's just waiting for you to get in line. Just waiting for you to get in line. So once you are there, then you have to do the things that you have to do, right? Here's one. This is a good one. It kind of goes a little bit with vulnerability, but can I trust you with my dirt? When I say trust you with my dirt, I'm talking about the things I have done wrong. I'm talking about the things I have done that is just absolutely wrong. Now, I know, wrong, right? I kind of sound like Plies there when I'm like, no, that's all the Plies. But you guys understand what I mean, right? Can I trust you with my dirt? Listen, I did this when I was such and such. It was wrong. I didn't know about it, but hey, I did it. But can I trust you with my dirt? Or is it just something I just need to keep to myself? So again, can I trust you with my trust? Okay, here's the one everybody's probably thinking about at some point, but can I trust you with my love? Oh, so I just heard somebody in the car shout just now, like, yes, absolutely. Can I trust you with my love? My pure, uncontaminated, vulnerable love. Can I trust you with that? I'm talking about the purest of pure. At the very beginning, I talked about I love hard. I love hard. That's just who I am, right? And you love hard, but everybody may not love you back that same way. Now you have to make decisions on what this person is. Everybody talking about, oh, some people in your life for a day, a week, a month, a season, all of those great analogies people give, right? But let me be honest, because everybody don't want to be honest with you. So let me be honest. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you get confused. Sometimes you think it's somebody that should be in your life. They're like, yes. And it's like, no, that's not the person. And some person you think like, I don't want to be in my life, right? And that'd be the one that's supposed to be in your life. See, we don't always understand that sometimes. Yeah, let me just raise my own hand. How many times have I made a mistake in thinking a friend that was maybe on the police department, right, was supposed to be in my life forever? Then all of a sudden, I made him my godchild. I mean, the godfather of my child, and I haven't heard from him since. Hello, let's be vulnerable on the show today. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck, as the kids would say. Let's keep it 100, right? See, today, when we started today at 2:00, yeah, today at 2:00 Eastern time in America, we started the podcast, right? So let's be honest today. Keep it a buck. Let's be vulnerable, right? Let's talk about certain stuff. Let's talk about that love we were talking about. You sharing love, and then it's like, oh, all of a sudden, that person went MIA because you love that person hard. And you gave them the honor of their life because you're going to take care of my child if something happened to me. And then they tipped on you. Yeah, I know that hurt. I know that hurt. I'm talking about this part, but how many other things that are out there that just haven't been exposed, right? How many times you're doing things that something has happened and then you're like, wait a minute. If y'all heard the background, I'm sorry, that something fell in the studio. But if you heard something, you're like, what in the world is this? We're talking about true love, right? That love that you see in quote unquote these fairy tales. Let me explain something to you. My belief is this: your creator, your God, my God, will give me that desire of my heart. And you talking about love, that all of what you have, I call it a fairy tale, not a fairy tale in terms of fiction. I'm just naming, that's what I named it, because I know what the creative doing for me. I know what he's going to do with me and how it's going to happen. I know the amount of love he's given to me, irregardless of my foolishness that I mess up on every day. Sometimes we have to take credit for our own stupidity and repent and then move on from there. You don't always know everything. You're not always sitting on top of the world. You're not always the greatest. So when you talk about, can I trust you with my love? That truly means trusting what your love and all what love encompasses, right? Every part of love. So then they're talking about love. Can I trust you with my affection? Right? Can I, you being vulnerable, you showing love, you got this affection going on, and affection is affection. Affection is not sex, but affection is affection. So you going and you holding hands and you converse and you communicate. It's cool, right? You're showing affection. But can I trust you with that? Or are you taking it? Can I trust you with that? Or are you taking it for granted, right? See, a lot of times men don't want to show affection because they think it's a sign of weakness. Yeah, I'm gonna hear all kind of people talking about that. I don't care. When you become affectionate, you're showing a softer side. From when talking about men, talking about the fellas, you're showing a softer side, right? But a lot of times, the fellas, we don't want to be affectionate because it's like, oh, that sounds corny. Oh, that's something. Nah, that women do all of that. I'll be affectionate. I'll sit on the sofa and you can lay on my chest or something, but I'm not doing all of this. No, no, you can be affectionate. It's okay. See, somebody lied to us and said we shouldn't be affectionate. We should just keep it a buck, be hard, right? Just we don't cry. Be affectionate and be. I'm about to go off, but be affectionate. Be affectionate, right? It's okay. Women, stop beating your friend, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your uncle, your brother, your father, whoever it may be, your husband, down for they want to be affectionate. They want, there's a few people that don't mind being affectionate and you beating them down to them, what is this? Like that, men don't do that. When the last time you've been a man? No, you were born a woman. Yes, I don't care if you do the operation. You still were born a woman. You don't understand that total totality of what the creator put inside. Yeah. Yep, I'm all in it today. I'm 100%, I'm all in it. Let me give you another one. Can I trust you with my intimacy? I think this is a step even beyond love. Your intimacy, even intimacy has certain things broken down with certain things, right? From an intimacy standpoint, you got intimacy with your spirituality. Yeah, with your spirituality. You have intimacy with your emotions or emotional spirit, emotional intimacy. Can I be intimate with you with your experimental? Can I be intimate with you with your intellectual? Can I be intimate with you with your physical? See, a lot of times people think when you talk intimacy, intimacy is just sex, making love. That's a lot. Anyway, I'm not getting into that, but can you be intimate with me without physically having sex? Can you be intimate with me without doing something, you just doing this because you want to be having sex at the end of the day? Just because it's a holiday, just because it's your birthday. Now I'm talking to the men. Don't mean you just gonna automatically get sex. Stop putting that pressure on your significant other. Just because it's a red letter day for intimacy. I don't know, I just heard the ladies blowing their horn just now. Hey, I'm with you, sisters. Everybody ain't that. We gonna make it happen, right? Just because the red letter day does not mean it's just going to end up in sex, right? Women, intimacy. Don't put these expectations on what you think it should be. Again, can you fall in and be in that space of intimacy? Because can I trust you with this? A lot of times men don't become vulnerable and women put pressure and then both of them are clashing. No, can we be honest? Can we trust each other with our trust? Can we not take the trauma of yesterday and put it on top of you? Yes, the trauma of yesterday, and bring that forward into your relationship and then say, I expect this. What is it? And what's the reason of why we are fighting to run backwards? Yes. What is it, right? Tears of my vision. Here's what I mean, tears of my vision. You talk about intimacy because people get into it, right? And they want this one to do this and they want that one to do this. And then both of them retreat to their corners. And yet in the midnight hour, deep in the morning, when everybody else is asleep, they're up crying because they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to do this, but yet they are not, or we are not, I didn't even say they, we are not honest with ourselves. And communicating with them and saying, this is what it is. Now, I granted, once you've communicated, honest communication, not innuendos, not I want him to read between the lines, or I want her to read between the lines. No, saying directly exactly what it is that's missing. See, and then somebody will say, oh, I communicated with them. How did you communicate? Did they understand? Or they completely understood what you were saying, right? And sometimes we do a bad job at that. I know I do. I've done a bad job at that shit. Sometimes I talk to some people and they be like, Stanley, what did you say? And I have to go back and apologize. Listen, I'm sorry. I started in the middle of a conversation because I was already having this conversation. I started in the middle of a conversation and I forgot to invite you into the conversation, right? I just forgot. I'm sorry. But as you're talking about all of those things, you're talking about intimacy. And all of those parts of intimacy, can I trust you with my intimacy? Because now you're going not just vulnerable, you're going into the depths of that person's soul and they're truly opening up. Can I trust you with all of that? Can I truly trust you with that? Because see, when I'm honest and can I trust you with my honesty and you don't take it a certain way? Can I trust you in those places? Can I trust you in those places of living up to certain expectations that somebody else put on that's not reality? Because you're looking at social media and you're looking at the lies of social media, you're looking at the foolishness of social media, and you're looking at the Joneses and you're looking at the Adams and you're looking at the Doucettes and the this ones and the that ones and talking, oh, I need to live up to that. No, you don't know what's going on in their house. No, you don't. A lot of people want to keep this image up, but who want to be vulnerable and say, let's get down into the dirty and say, this is who I am. Listen, this is who I am. I'm open, I'm ready to be honest with you, but I don't know if I could trust you with all of that. I don't know if I could trust you with my honesty and truly say it. If I see you doing something wrong and I share it with you, can I trust you with that? Or are you going to take it a certain way? Can I trust you with my value system? Yes, my value system, not something else, but my value system. This is my value system. This is what it is. Can we communicate? Can we converse about it? Can we talk about it? This is that value system that I have. It may be some things that's in error, but can we communicate about it? Can we talk about it, right? But this is my value system. Can you trust me with my trust? Can I trust you with my network? I have a vast network. It's very powerful. It's off the chain. It's dot, dot, dot. This, that, and dust. It's all of it in between, right? And all I do is want to do certain things and have certain things. And I want to open up my entire everything to you. But sometimes people don't have the vow or the trust that I can trust them with, right? I can't open up. I only can give you bits and pieces. When what was it? Maya Angelou said, "When people show you who they are, believe them." A lot of times, I, Stanley, y'all say the I statement. Say I, whatever your name is. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I, Stanley, did not look and trust who that person was. I saw signs, I saw flags, I felt it inside of me. Certain things, certain people would have sex, and I would hear them in counseling sessions with me. They say, Stanley, I was just empty. Even after having sex with my wife, I was just absolutely empty. Okay, well, did you have a communication? Did you talk with your wife? Did you converse with her? No, I didn't. Well, how the hell is she supposed to know? On the opposite end, the wife may be feeling something, but instead of conversing with him, she's just holding it in. And then 10 years, 20 years later, 50 years later, now all of this stuff coming back because it's like she was using it to talk to, oh, I want to bring this up at the appropriate time. I'm patting and I'm holding this. That's not a relationship. So how can I trust you with my network? All you want to do is get inside of my network to be a blessing to yourself, and not to really expose and do the things that you should do with that network. Don't get me started. Man, see, all of these things, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to do a long podcast, but let me tell you this. All of these things about trusting you with my trust, I truly, truly mean every single part of it. Can I trust you with my trust? I've been transparent so much on this podcast, sometimes it's starting to scare my own self, right? But can I trust you with my trust? See, when I make a phone call for you, it's because I trust you. And I want you to believe I trust you with my trust. I love you. I love you intently. I love you with more than just emotions. I love with you with the intimacy. I love you with the passion and the power of God behind it. I love you in that manner, right? But you can't say that to everybody because you can't trust them with your trust. Right? Some people, you can't even trust yourself with your own trust. So how can now we get beyond that? Let me just explain this to you guys, and we're gonna get on out of here because I just feel excited about this, right? About trust you with your trust. I love you, right? And you hear people saying, I love you. But let me ask you a question. Do you really love that person? Do you truly love that person, or are you just loving them for a certain gain for yourself? See, today is about you. Even though I'm saying, can I trust you with my trust? I'm talking about you asking yourself. Then you asking that very close circle around you, can I trust you with your trust? I dare you to call somebody today that you truly love. Don't have to be your spouse, but as a matter of fact, don't let it be your spouse. The second call, let it be your spouse. But the first call somebody that you truly trust, that you really, really trust. I mean, intimacy trust. I mean, passionately trust. And ask them that question. Can I trust you with my trust? And then let me share this with you, right? We were with a friend of mine at our One Voice conference, and his name is Vernon Fox. Powerful, powerful, powerful speaker. Matter of fact, if you want somebody to speak at your conventions or anywhere, this dude off the chain. I mean, Vernon is insane. I mean, he's that good, right? Played in the NFL, did some other things. He's a pastor now. He's a motivational speaker. He's an empowerment specialist. He does all of those things, right? And when I say he made he made us do this exercise at the convention, right? And he told everybody to get on your tiptoe and reach as high as you can reach, just high as you can reach. And everybody reach high as you can reach. And everybody reach. And then he talked a little bit. And then he said, now go higher. Give me a little bit more. And then I saw everybody in the audience go from if you're on YouTube, you can see me, go from this place. And then he went to that place. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. My question to you in that statement, and what I'm saying is, when you go to your friend, that person you can trust, and you tell him something, I dare you to tell him a secret that you never told anybody. Yeah, if you say you can trust that person, but if you have heebie-jeebies, you have something deep inside of you that you just, then that person is not your best friend. That person, or you are not living up to what you want them to do for you. So you have to make a decision. Can I trust me with me? Then once you figure that out, then can you trust them with your trust? Yes. So you got homework today. Listen, we're taking the caps off. We're taking all of the whatever's off because it's about you. It's time for us to now to fight. And I mean, when I say fight, I mean fight with everything in you because the world around us is going crazy. But can I trust you with my trust that you're going to have my back? Fight for your friends and your future and your loved ones and your family and your significant others and your children. You have to fight for it. You have to fight to make sure that they understand that you love them and you're going to do what it takes to fight on their behalf. Yeah, you have to fight in that manner. You have to fight for your creator and allow him to endow that power, that strength, that love, and everything, that wisdom and everything that you need from resources to move forward. But you have to fight. Don't give up. Don't quit for whatever reason. I'm saying this, and some people I've been talking to some people and have been having these contemplations about suicide and giving up. You're not made to give up. That's not who you are. You have maybe pressure, but you're not made to give up. It's just to make you better. Remember, everything that come against you, you have an opportunity to defeat it. But if you give up, that's what they're waiting for. Because what's my favorite saying? What's my own personal mantra is how many people blessings are attached to you? If you fail, then how many people behind you fail? So if you decide to distinguish your fire, then how many other people that have been waiting for your blessing to come has now been destroyed because you decided to extinguish your fire because you started to believe that what is going on is greater than who you are. Know who you are. Trust yourself with your trust. Trust yourself with your trust, I should say. And trust me, as you keep going, your creator is going to bestow blessings and power that you've never known before to elevate you to a higher place. So again, can I trust you with my trust? Can you trust yourself with your trust? And once you understand that, there's some incredible growth that's going to take place in the next couple of days because you're going to trust yourself with your own trust. You're going to trust others that deserve to be trusted with your trust. And it's going to open up so many different things from communication to intimacy to vulnerability to reliability to sincerity to your network to your value systems and so many other things is going to happen. But again, can I trust you with my trust? Even with this podcast, can I trust you that you're going to complete the assignment? Ask your friend, that person that you trust, ask them those questions. And then the second person, ask your significant other, whoever that may be, can I trust you with my trust? Can I trust you with my trust? Some people may say, Stanley's not even worth to go and talk to my significant other. Okay, well, find other significant other then. Trust your other best friend and ask them that question. But can I trust you with my trust? Family, we rolling out because we can keep going with this one, but we rolling out. We rolling out today. I believe something powerful is happening. I believe something incredible is going on in your life. I know people that are listening to this today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whenever they pull it up, even on Let's Talk with StanleyDoucette.com, and they see, can I trust you? When they see that title, can I trust you with my trust? When they see that title, yes, they'll understand. Guys, I love you guys. I thank you for tuning in. Go to all of our social media platforms. Let's Talk with StanleyDoucette.com. Log into YouTube right now. Go to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. That's LET''S. Let's Talk with Stanley, STANLEY. Last name is Doucette, D as in David, OUCETTE. Go to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette on YouTube. Join, like, subscribe, click the notification button, and let's go to work. I feel something special and magical happening. I feel it inside of me. I want to go more and go further and go deeper and go more powerful, but I know you have received it. For those that pulled on the side of the road, thank you. For those that's listening to your living room, thank you. For those that have it in your ear pods or your earbuds, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time. This one came from out of passion and deep within me. So I pray blessings upon you right now. And I thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the beaches of the world. God bless. And I'll see you guys next week on Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. We out.